apostle 1 tutorial. Now we are still on division of polynomial. In the previous video I explained how you can divide and then how you can represent division in a particular format where we have the dividend divided by the divisor is equal to the quotient plus the remainder divided by the divisor. Now at this point we have f of x is equal to x exponent 4 minus 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. And then g of x goes 1 plus x squared. Find f of x divided by g of x. Don't forget that we are going through the same process. So if you haven't watched the previous video, go and watch and then check the step-by-step process. Yes, so this one I'm going to go through the process again. Now let's go. So as usual, this one is a divisor. Now don't forget that this divisor, it is 1 plus x squared. I'm going to rearrange it. Yes, then I'm going to get x squared plus x plus 1. I'm going to rearrange it like this. Yes, now so let's solve for the division. Now I'm going to do the division here because it might be long or something like that. Now let the division here. Don't forget the g will be outside. The g is now x squared plus x plus 1. Now divided by the f of x, which is inside x exponent 4 minus 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. Now follow me closely. Now let's start the division. We said that you have to use the highest exponent of the divisor to divide the first or the highest exponent of the dividend. So you are going to have this x exponent 4 divided by x squared. Now don't forget that this one is having x exponent 2, this one is having x exponent 4, this one having x exponent 2. This one has 4 factors. This one is already containing 2 factors. So the moment we divide this one, we are going to get another 2 factor, which is the highest exponent to be 2, which is quadratic equation. That one you have to be observant and then you observe all these things. Now so let's see. So the first one will be x exponent 4 divided by x squared. Now this one will give us x squared, right? So x squared will divide this one, we're going to get x squared. The same process, you use the x squared to multiply the whole of this one. So x squared times s will give us s exponent 4. Don't forget that when you are writing, make sure that you write the respective exponent at the various terms. So we have x squared times s will give us what? X exponent 3. So under the same s exponent 3, s squared times 1 will give us s squared, so plus s squared. You see, you arrange them so that all of them will be under its respective terms or its equal terms. Now, how are you going to divide? Now you see, the moment we divide, the highest exponent will go to 0. So s squared minus s exponent 4 minus s exponent will go to 0. Now here is minus 3s cubed minus s cubed. So it is minus, will give us minus 3x exponent 3. Because this one is minus 2, this one is minus 1. You understand? Now let's go to another minus 3s squared minus s squared. So we are subtracting again. Minus 3 minus. You're going to get what? Minus 4s squared. Right? Yes. Now at this point, we have to drop one of it. So let me drop the 4x. Let me drop 4x. Then we go through the same process. This one is s exponent 2, this one is s exponent 2. So we're going to divide minus 3s cubed divided by s squared. So this one will cancel 1 or 2 of this one, left with minus 3. So we have minus 3 as the quotient here, minus 3x. Now minus 3x times x squared will give us what? Minus 3x squared. So always minus 3s cubed. So always the first highest exponent will always go to 0. Now let's continue with the multiplication. Minus 3x times x will give us what? Minus 3x squared. Minus 3x times the last number 1 will give us minus 3x. Now then we subtract. Now let's subtract again. Minus 3s cubed minus 3s cubed. Now this one is going to give us plus 3s cubed, so it's going to make the thing 0, right? And then this one we have minus 4s squared minus minus. Now this minus minus will be plus, so we have minus 4s squared plus 3s squared, which will give us minus s squared. Now look at it, where it is minus 4s squared, then minus 3s squared. So we're going to have minus 4s squared minus minus will give us plus 3s squared. So this one will give us minus s squared. You have to just open your eyes when you are subtracting or adding. Now let's move on. 4x minus 3s. This minus and minus will give us plus. So 4s plus 3s will give us what? Will give us 7x. Now at this point, we are done with the subtraction. When you are subtracting, make sure you open your eyes. Now let's drop the last number, negative 5. Then we go through another division again. Now this s squared, we divide this s squared, it will left with minus 1 because you have minus s squared over s squared. So we're going to have minus 1, right? So we write a minus 1 here. We use the minus 1 to multiply through. Minus 1 times s squared will give us minus s squared. Minus 1 times x will give us minus x. Minus 1 times 1 will give us minus 1. Then we subtract again. You see, that is the process we are going through. That is the process. Now, so we are going to have minus s squared minus minus. So this will give us plus. So the first one will go to 0. 7x minus minus x minus minus s will give us plus. So 7s plus 1x will give us 8x. Then we have minus 5 minus minus 1. So here we're going to give us plus 1. Minus 5 plus 1 will give us minus 4. Now you see how the thing is. Now at this point we have s squared here, we have x here. We can't divide. So therefore our f of x divided by g of x is the same as the quotient, which is s squared minus 3x minus 1. This one is the quotient plus the remainder. This is the remainder, that is 8x minus 4 divided by the divisor. The divisor was given as 1 plus x squared. It is as simple as that. Have you said it? Is it difficult? No, it is not difficult. It is not difficult. Now let me give you one question to expand. After that, I'll meet you in the next video. Then I will expand it again. So as we are trying it on this particular video, let's move to the next video for the expansion. You are going to compare your answer whether it is correct or not correct. So let me give you the question. If f of x is equal to s cubed plus 1, so try f of x is equal to s cubed plus 1, and h of x is equal to x minus 1. Find f of x divided by h of x. Now, so solve this one nicely, and then I'm going to meet you in the next video for the solution. Yes, so do it after, then we compare. See you in the next video. Bye bye.